voting your conscience. It seems to me that one of the people I always like listening to his podcast, and that's Jim Cornette. He makes a lot of sense to me. But one thing we truly can disagree on is the selection cycle. I always say vote your conscience. Vote for who you want, but give a good reason why you voted for him, so you don't get voters' remorse. You know, some people say, well, I wish I would have voted for the winner. That's not necessarily a good thing. Sometimes the person you vote for may be somebody you completely regret later on. Me, I've only had one regret, and that was voting Republican. But I didn't vote Democrat either. So when I first voted for Ronald Reagan, it's because I believed in him. And I only regretted it years later, learning things why I didn't like him. Now I can look back on those times and not like him. But that's besides the point. That's why I call it my only voter's remorse. Since then, I've voted straight libertarian tickets. And I always vote down on bond referendums and any kind of hidden taxes, because I don't believe in them. But when Jim Cornette said, if you have to pick, you should pick the lesser of two evils line, I really didn't like it. See, a lot of people said voting for the third party is really throwing your vote away or throwing it to one or the other. Like, if you vote for example, Gary Johnson, that's just another vote for Hillary, and any Hillary supporter always says, a vote for Gary Johnson, a vote for Donald Trump. No, it's not. A vote is a vote. It goes to one, the other, or the third. The reason I choose Gary Johnson over all four political parties running out there is because he has the best chance of the three-party system. Number one, the Libertarian Party has always been my party of choice. And I've been a Libertarian for over 31 years. Number two, I like their messages. And even though Gary Johnson and Wales are both former Republican governors, they both have a proven track record of how they run not just their states, but how they get along with government. They know what they want, when they want, the way they want it. And unlike Hillary Clinton, who I don't trust at all, I have never trusted Hillary. Even to this date, with all the controversy, I don't trust her. And Donald, even less. Because Donald Trump has virtually no experience in that field. And number two, he seems to be way too unstable. That's why I don't like him. Now, I'm not always putting down Donald. There's a lot of things he says I can really back up. Like immigration reforms, trade deals, and my personal favorite, welfare reform. But a lot of things I don't think he's serious. Even if he wins, I think he'll either cool down or warm up to the opposition's ways. So pretty much I always felt he's just either him or Hillary will still vote the same way, still do the same things. Just one will have an R, the other will have a D. So that's about all you're going to get from them. But when Jim Cornette said, if you're going to vote for somebody making sense, vote the Democratic Party. No, I'm not going to warm up to that idea. Because to me, a vote for the Democrats or Republicans is to me a wasted vote. Because you're simply voting for one side on the same coin. This country has been run by Democrats and Republicans for over 220 years. And they have made a debauchery of it. Either the Republicans screwed up or the Democrats screwed up. Either way, the people who always suffer is people like you and me. It's the everyday taxpayers to the military target practices who get shipped out to some foreign sandbox to come back home in a flag-draped trash can. Just in the news just the other day, there was a story where a C-130 touched down bringing back 4 coffins And for what? Another failed police action in another failed part of the world, losing our best resources, which is the men and women of the military. They are our best, most experienced defenders, and suddenly they were thrown away like a piece of garbage. But either way, you better be satisfied for who you vote for, because those thrown away lives will be on your conscience. Because if you choose wrong, win or lose, you still have to take responsibility for it. So don't regret your vote.